Good morning from Bandra Bandstand. This is my morning walk. I'm dressed as a Sufi sartorialist. Today I want to talk to you about the change in our photography. A lot of things have changed. Ever since the lockdown, I've hardly used my camera, the DSLR. I'm using a mobile phone, Vivo V11 Pro. And I'm a bit nostalgic and a bit sad also, because I would have been at Khamakya, Assam, shooting the Ambubachi Mela. Thanks to my friend Niku Sarma, Hemant Sarma, Abhijit Sarma, and many other Sarmas out there. But it is not possible because the festival has been banned. Because of the lockdown and the coronavirus. But Khamakya was a destination, spiritual destination. I can never forget. As a Muslim, I shot the soul of Khamakya by shooting the Aghoris. And they would start their rituals at midnight and finish it at wee hours of morning. I would shoot the tantrics and I would shoot the Naga sadhus. I had a very good connection because of Nityanand Swami Nityanand he was the head of the Juna Akhada at Khamakya. And this is Nityanand is a Naga sadhu. And he has been very kind to me, very hospitable. So it was very easy to shoot them. And I've been shooting Khamakya from 2016, 17, 18, 19. And Khamakya is a place, it's a fabulous place. If you are a Hindu and if you have not seen Khamakya, you have really not seen anything. This is what I believe. Because it's like a mini Kumbh. And the people of Assam are very, very hospitable, very nice. Their cuisine is fabulous. I have this friend called Rupam Sarma. He takes care of me when I come there, treats me to hotel fare and all, and he's really good. He's taken me to the Brahmaputra. Of course, there isn't much time. Then there is Niku Sarma. I have been staying in his house for the last 3 years. He is connected to the spiritual family of Khamakya. And Hemant Bhai. Hemant Bhai is a very good thing, and he insists that I come and stay with him, which I will. So this is about Khamakya. Now the problem is shooting Khamakya. It's a crowded place. And what happens now after the virus goes away, if it does, things will change. Because everybody is wearing masks, that is one thing. Whatever magic that can be created in a photograph would be the eyes. That's it. And there's so much depth in the eyes, believe me. Then that was one. That is Khamakya, as I've told you about it. So I'm going to miss Khamakya, the Naga sadhus, the tantrics, the Hijra shamans. I was very close to the Kinara Khada because of Mahamandleshwar Gayatri Devi and Mahamandleshwar Bhavani Mata. Bhavani Mata is a very powerful transgender. She's the head of the Kinara Khada in Ujjain, and I have a very close relationship with her because I call her mother. I treat her like a goddess. She is like a goddess, and she's connected to Sufism. She is my Guru Bhai because she's a devotee of Sayyid Masum Ali Baba, and I am also Khalifa of Sayyid Masum Ali Baba. So we have some cosmic connection there. And then she is connected to my Guru, Aghori Guru Manikandan, Sri Manikandan from Trichy. So there's another connection there. And she's very highly educated, Bhavani Mata. So I'm going to miss all of them. Mumbai, the lockdown continues. The only time I am able to talk and speak to you all is at Bandstand. So this is Kamakya. Kamakya is an amazing place. I must tell you, there is a chaiwala called Narayan. He is a photographer, but he has a stall over there with his children and wife, and he makes snacks and everything. And he treats me like a brother, you know. He won't take money from me, but I force it on him. I tell him, you have to take it. So there are all these guys. There is Ram Manoj. He treats me like his disciple. He's from the Naga Sadhu. He gets my identity card done and everything. So Kamakya is an amazing, amazing place. Then comes the second. So you can't shoot something or Indian festival devoid of crowds. It has to have crowds. There has to be crowds. So if you see the Kumbh Mela, I shot Kumbh Mela in Nasik, both at Godavari and at Trimbakeshwar. My guru was a Naga Sadhu. So I shot Sri Vijayagiri Maharaj. He's dead now. He expired in his hometown. He was a supreme tantric. He used to become a woman. He used to transform himself into a woman. He used to speak like a woman. I have not seen that avatar of his. But he was the one who would meet me at the Kumbh, touch my hand and recite the Kalma. He was an Islamic scholar also. And he was a teacher. Before he became a Sadhu, Naga Sadhu, he was a teacher. He has told me a lot of things. And he was into exorcism and everything. He used to cure mental illness, all those things. Now he's no more there. But through him I shot the Mahakumbh, I shot the Nasik Kumbh 2003, I shot the Nasik Kumbh 2015, I shot the Ujjain Kumbh. That was the last Kumbh we shot together. I shot. And that is where he really fell sick and I had to take him along with me in the train. He had no ticket, I bought his ticket. All those things. But he was a beautiful human being. And then he came home after the Kumbh. And in 2017 I heard that he died. In 2019 I shot the Arth Kumbh. I didn't know where I would stay because I am not that rich. I cannot afford hotels and everything. But somehow, thanks to his Guru Bhais, I was able to, Jairaj Giri, I was able to stay with them and shoot the Arth Kumbh. So these are the few festivals, and you can't imagine a Kumbh with just 5 people or 10 people. Kumbh means crowds and huge crowds. Not so much crowd that you won't believe. Because the Shahi Snan is a crowded place on anywhere. And the Ganges, the Sipra, the Godavari. So that's it. Then comes Sufism. In Sufism, if you go to Ajmer during the Urus, it is totally crowded. There is no breathing space. And the Khwaja, he touches almost every heart that comes there. He is the custodian of peace. He is the custodian of humanity. And if you think of Hussain, Shast Hussain, Badshah Hussain, then you think of Khwaja Garib Nawaz. And it is through Khwaja Garib Nawaz I started documenting the Chishtiya. I documented the Madariya at Sola Khamba. I documented the Rafai, Kalandaris and the Banwas. So, what happens after the coronavirus? Will there be crowds or will I shoot without crowds? I don't know. I've shot Nizamuddin Auliya. It's another beautiful place. Then there are a lot of holy Sufi sites in Delhi, Mehrauli. And I walked, 2017 I walked with the Malans from Mehrauli to Ajmer, 550 days, 550 kilometers, 13 days. I sprained my ankle, the Kalandaris put it back, made it walkable for me. But Chhadiya, I shot 100 videos. I shot 1,000 images. I can never forget Chadiyan because it's a pilgrimage, because this pilgrimage starts not just from Delhi, it starts from Sabirpia, it starts from various places. It starts from Busha Kalandar, and Haji Masum Ali Baba brings his contingent from Busha Kalandar. So this way they all converge on Delhi, and then from Delhi they walk right up till Ajmer. Once they reach Ajmer, then the Urus starts, and it's an amazing thing to see these performing Rathib, this body piercing and all. So this is it. So what happens? Then I shot the Siddhis, the Afro-Indians at Bharuch. This is the shrine of the Bilali Silsila. Hazrat Bilal was a companion of the Holy Prophet, and he was very good at giving azan, reciting the azan. And he was an Afro descendant. So these people believe in Bilal, and they call themselves Bilali Silsila, but they also call themselves Black Sufis. And you find them mostly in Gujarat, Jamnagar, and all those places. I have not visited any one of them. The only time I shot the Siddhis was in Mumbai during the Urus of Makhdoom Shah Baba. But then I went to Bharuch, Ratanpur, and I met some great guys, Shakil Baba, Shakil Siddhi, Nazir Siddhi, Imran Siddhi, and they helped me shoot the magic of Baba Gaur. Then the two dargahs at Mumbai, Makhdoom Shah Baba and Fakhruddin Shah Baba. Both are amazing places. This year I could not shoot them because of my heart attack. But Makhdoom Shah Baba has a great hold on the city of Mumbai. And Fakhruddin Shah Baba is his Chote Sarkar, they call it. So when the Sandal comes to Makhdoom Shah Baba, it has to come to Fakhruddin Shah Baba first. That is the first salami, and then come to Makhdoom Shah Baba. So this is it. Then thanks to Nasir Bhai Dongri, I shot about 200 videos of the Qadri Rafai Silsila. This is another Silsila that has a very important role to play in Sufism in India. And Nasir Bhai is an exponent of Rakti piercing. And this dargah is there called Hasamuddin Baba, which is the Rafai Gad. And next to that is Haji Abdul Rahman Shah Baba, which is another amazing place. And that Urus is also, I've shot that Urus, and that also has lots of crowds. And this is all in Dogri. Then I've shot a few more dargahs in Mumbai, thanks to Nasir Bhai. Nasir Bhai then took me to Gujarat, Bilamora. And I shot the Rafais out there, the Qadri Rafais. So Qadri Rafai is a bulk of my Sufism. And he wanted me to become a Khalifa, but I'm already a Khalifa of the Madariya Silsila, thanks to Sayyid Masum Ali Baba. Then comes the most important place to shoot as a photographer is Makhanpur. This is the shrine, holy shrine of Zinda Shah Madar. And this is the oldest Sufi shrine. And the Malangs, they are these guys with dread heads, and they wear black clothes. So Masum Ali Baba used to always tell me that though you are a Shia and you wear black clothes for 2 months, 8 days, but I wear it all my life. And Sayyid Masum Ali Baba, I believe, is more than 110 years old. His companion is Sayyid Rafiq Ali Baba Masumi, who is my Murshad. So through them I have really shot the soul of Madariya, the Madariya Silsila. And another thing about it, as a photographer, I have encouraged other photographers to come and shoot it too. I don't take money from them or anything. There is Boaz, there is Laurent, a lot of them. And there's a guy who's been coming on his own, that is Mark. Mark and I are like brothers, because we discovered the soul of Madariya at Ajmer Sharif. So this is about my tryst with Sufism. Makhanpur and Kamakya, two different poles, but both as a photographer are fulfilling. Then I come to Mumbai, Hinduism. I've been I've been shooting Hinduism as a message of universal peace. And then for last 17, 18 or 20 years I've been shooting Lal Bagh Ka Raja. Now what happens to Lal Bagh Ka Raja and the Visarjan day? I don't know. But I shot Teju Kaya, Ganesh Gali, and I don't know what's going to happen. So this is about my... Then the last but not the least, I'm a Shia Muslim. So I used to document Muharram, Ashura in Mumbai. I had some issues in Mumbai with a few Shias. I moved away. I stopped shooting Muharram in Mumbai from last 2012. So I discovered Muharram in Hyderabad, in Lucknow, in Chennai, Kolkata, and I documented it passionately. And I would cut my head with a dagger. It's called Kamazani. And here also I encouraged other photographers that wanted to shoot, like my guru, Glenn Lozak, Francois, Boaz, they all came and shot at Hyderabad. So, and what happens to Muharram? What happens to Ashura? As a photographer, things will really change now because of social distancing, because of the mask, because of so many other things. And a lot of festivals will be postponed or will be cancelled or will be banned. I don't know. I mean, the Rath Yatra at Jagannath is taking place. It's a very big thing, you know. But then there are so many other things, the Varkari thing, you know, Pandharpur and all. I've never shot that. So these are just some stray thoughts about crowds, crowd control, social distancing, and the coronavirus. The coronavirus has not just attacked humanity, it has attacked God even. All the shrines, all the churches, everything is closed. It's all shut down. I have not been to St. Peter's Church. This is where I used to get my peace of mind. It's been almost three months now, more than 3 months. I have not been to any dargah. So these are just a few thoughts. I hope all of you all are safe out there. Take care. I don't know if I have missed out, but I will continue with this topic about crowds and photography. I don't shoot landscape. I shot one more important thing is Varanasi. This is another beautiful place to shoot. If you are a Hindu and if you don't visit Varanasi, you have not visited any other place. I have not been to Haridwar. I am still preparing myself for the Haridwar Kumbh in 2021. But Varanasi is just out of this world. I used to stay at Kashi Guest House, which belongs to KD. And it was thanks to my Aghori Guru that I shot the Shamsan Holi, or the Holi of the Dead. So I don't know what I'll be shooting now. My cameras are just lying idle. And Sufism, Hinduism, these are the feasts that I have shot. Shiaism, Tantrics, Aghoris. So once again, I continue with my walk. Take care. Dammadar Beda Par. Jai Maa Kali Aghori.